What's good, YouTube? For today's tutorial, I'll be going over this distorted rotation transition that you can be using in your music videos. It's a really simple effect and it can really just add energy in between clips of your music video. So in order to do this transition, you're gonna have to have two clips. So I have these two clips where the transition isn't applied, so it just cuts. In order to get this transition, you're gonna want to keyframe both the scale and the rotation because it zooms in and then rotates. I want to create a keyframe one frame before it shows the next clip. So I want to keyframe the scale and the rotation. I want to make this transition about 8 frames long. Keyframe the scale and the rotation, and then going back to the end. And then since it's going to be zooming in, I'm going to be keyframing the scale at 400%, and then it's going to be rotating clockwise. So I'll be animating the rotation at 180 degrees, and then get those keyframes and move it towards the end of the clip because that's where the transition is going to happen. So for the next clip, because it's zooming in, you want to make sure that you keyframe the scale at a smaller amount at 30%, and then because it's rotating clockwise from the clip before, you want to keyframe the rotation in the opposite direction. So I'll be keyframing the rotation at -180 and then make this 8 frames long. So just keyframe it back to 100 and then 0. And get all these keyframes, and then I'm gonna easy ease them. And then as you guys can see, this is what we have so far. I made a mistake. I was supposed to keyframe that at 180 or -180 so that it rotates in the same direction, and it doesn't look good yet because we haven't added the blurs as well as the distort, but you guys can kind of see what's going on here. In order to get rid of the black borders around the clip, I'm gonna add an effect called motion tile to both of these clips. So for the output width, I'm gonna have it at 500 and 500, and then you want to click mirror edges, and then just grab that effect, Control C, and then Control V to the second clip, and then you want to turn on the motion blur for both of them, and then now we have more of a cleaner rotation effect. To make this even smoother, what we can do is go into the graph editor. So it's going to be animating out slow and then fast into the next scene. Pretty much make the same all the keyframes, and then for the second clip, it's going to be coming in fast and then slow. Playing with the graph editors makes the transition feel a lot smoother. And now to add the distorted effect, I'm going to add an adjustment layer, add an effect called optics compensation. I'm going to make the field of view 180, and then make sure you click reverse lens distortion so that it doesn't show the outer black borders. And you want to keyframe the field of view in between the two clips, and then make sure that you reset it to 0 from where it started and to where it ended. And then you want to easy ease all these keyframes, and then go into the graph editor and make the graph editor similar to the other keyframes. It's a very clean transition. I mean, you could pretty much use it throughout any music videos that have a lot of energy, and that is pretty much it for the tutorial. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.